Yo, what up? Okay, so I just made my first live extension and I'm pretty excited about it. And I just want to go through some of its features to show you what this is. I called it the Page, which I think is a working model right now. Um, it is a writing app basically for songwriters, for rappers. When you first open it up, you can choose a style, just a couple random styles that but say like rap and freestyle. It will give you a template. Um, yeah, you can change all of these names. So Geo's verse. You can change colors of each of these if you want. You can add new sections. You can change the style of what's up here. You can change the font of everything. Just a few basic ones. It has a list of keyboard shortcuts here for the sections. You can move things up, move them down, go to the previous section. A lot more streamlined. The formatting, so you have all of these. Rhyme map's not supposed to be here anymore. It was just something that I felt was redundant because TextFX does it. Yeah, you have all these view things too, right? So let's just do this for a second. 1 is yellow. Control 2 is red. Control 3 is green. Control 4 is blue. And then we can go bold. Control B, Control I, Control Shift X is cross out. If I highlight it again, Control 0 just changes everything back to normal, which are all right here anyway. You can pick them, but you know the key shortcuts are awesome. This section here is basically the same as the beginning, but if you choose like poem for instance, it'll give you a new TextFX. I'll get to this in a second. But if you start adding different ones, it'll basically give you like just a small template stanzas, but obviously there's way more styles of poetry and whatnot. But it's not really necessary because you can just like double click it anyway, and I feel like most people are going to use it for songwriting, rapping, whatnot. I know that's what I will use it for, but you never know. You know, there's even like a script too. So if you're doing more cinematic kind of stuff, right? Making scores to movies and whatnot. Yeah, you can name your song Geo's song, say for instance, and then I want to do all that. Do different things here. All right. I can save and close, and I can open it once again, and it's all right there. Then say if I want a new one, right? I want a new one. We're gonna call this song C. Sure. Actually, no, song A. This one will be rapping freestyle. So yeah, we'll change the style of it. Sure, we got that. And then save and close. Open it up again. So this is per set. I tried to get it to song A, Geo song. This all saves to an extensions folder within your like Ableton repository. I can't remember where, but I can write it down. I know I've just tested this on Windows, not Mac, so I'm not 100% sure how that will go. Anyway, yeah, I tried to get it where you would open it up per session and it would just open up that thing, but having some difficulties there. I might have to revisit that. Anyway, yeah, so back to your control performance mode. Control P is projector or performance mode. So if you're like rapping, you know, say for instance, I have this right here, or it is already set. But if I'm recording, I can go platforms. And I know you can't really, you can't use the mouse and click option when you have an extension open. So far, they might change that. I'm hoping they do. But if you have a controller like the APC40, and you can control it in the background, which I just found out. The same recording right here. And yo, check. See, I got that right there. And yeah, there we go. Right? I don't have to really do anything. I can just keep it like that. Anyway, text FX. So yeah, let's go Emerald tablets of Thoth. And this uses your API key. I think it's just Anthropic so far. I could definitely work with putting OpenAI, Gemini, whatnot. But yeah, I have that selection selected, and I want to unfold it for some reason. Let's unfold. Emerald tablets of Thoth. Ancient wisdom carved in green stone, secrets of creation whispered through millennia. The emerald pages hold the voice of Thoth himself, speaking truths that predate human memory. In tablets of precious green, the god of knowledge sealed the mysteries of becoming and unbecoming. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Maltese. Emerald tablets of Thoth. Perpetual fabrics of growth, ceremonial habits of both, federal channels of oath, several animals loathe, temporal sandals of cloth, general battles of moth, federal saddles of froth. Random Maltese, right? Explode. What does explode do? Green stone catching candlelight, ibis-headed god's finger tracing symbols, ancient papyrus crumbling at the touch, words that claim to hold the universe's blueprint. Super cool. Fuse. Ancient wisdom crystallized into green silence that remembers everything. Stone prophets speaking in the language of moss and starlight. Knowledge compressed until it became the color of patience itself. Yeah, like it's chain, so different ways. Ancient wisdom, Hermes Trismegistus, alchemy and transmutation, as above so below. So it is pretty good. I don't think it's like if you've used Google's text effects in collaboration with Lupe Fiasco, this is a more of a stripped down version, but it's also embedded right within live extensions, so you don't have to leave your browser or you leave your session. It's right there. It does use some API credits, but literally I've been using it all day, and literally just uses like one like not even a cent. You know, I've been using it all day, and I've barely cracked like a cent. So I don't feel like you're gonna use it enough to even have to worry about it. This gives you all the descriptions of what they do. Explode breaks word into similar sounding phrases of wordplay. Fuse finds surprising bridges between two concepts. Simile generates vivid, non-obvious comparisons. Unexpect injects a cinematic detail. Chain links a concept outward through association. Unfold reveals hidden layers of a word. Rhyme family maps perfect slant and near rhymes in groups. Maltese, multisyllabic. Pocket, check, count syllables and checks against your tempo. So yeah, you notice that or I did give my tempo up here at one point. Maybe I got rid of that. Anyway, you already know where your tempo is, so you don't really need to know that in here. Switch rewrites a line in 4 different flow archetypes. I found that one to be pretty funny. Yeah, but we won't go there now. My favorite part of this is the Cypher Mode. So you can choose a number. It's like, I only want to rap for a minute, but I feel like this is really cool because you can just write. You can definitely just write. It's like free writing kind of stuff. But I had the idea that if I link it to speech to text, then I can just like freestyle. If I have like a beat playing in the background and I'm like, yo, I want to come up with some cool rhymes, but I don't know what, or a concept I don't know, but you need to feel it out. You need to get some stream of consciousness. So start, I can go, hey yo, my intention with this rhyme extension is to compile a code for every rhyming session. Yeah, it's Geo. Check it. All right, so 24 words. Here's what you wrote. Save to a new section, append to current section, or discard. So I can append to a current section. Hey, yo, my intention with this rhyme extension is to compile a code for every rhyming session. Yeah, it's Geo. Check it. With an I, not an E. Anyway, obviously. But yeah, how cool is that, right? It, it just has it right there. Not that you can't do that not in this extension, but I feel like everything is a lot more in its own lane here, in its own realm, and I do feel like it's really good for songwriters and for rappers. Definitely check out the keyboard shortcuts. I am open to any suggestions on how to improve this. This is just a working model, version 1. I'm really liking how it's working. The common wild, obviously, it's just like, it uses a little bit more power. Still not enough to even, render any crazy expenses. But same thing as text effects. You can copy all as text or save as text. Save as a txt file, which is awesome, right? And I think that's about it. I hope that people get some use out of it. Yeah, right? Like it saves, I think. Every time you escape, it saves, so you don't really have to worry about auto saving. I think it just saves. Pretty sure. But test it out, please. Let me know what you think, and I am excited to hear that it's being utilized. Thanks so much. Peace.